Lenny's vlog supplemental. Stardate 6th of July. I know there's actually a translation for that, no doubt, into actual Stardate, and no doubt I'll find it. But I thought I would take the opportunity to actually record this and get used to actually recording in public. Now I'm actually right on the traffic lights at in Cleckheaton, but it's the Cleckheaton Folk Festival, which means we have very strangely attired people wandering around the streets of Cleckheaton. Sound familiar? It's obviously not Comic-Con, but it's entertaining enough. And it's all very kind of oldie worldy, and there's lots of Morris dancers doing the rounds at the moment. And all very hey nonny nonny. Right, you find me extremely dishevelled. I know that I'm going to find somewhere a little bit quieter to record this. I know that I have explained that in recent weeks it's getting more and more dishevelled and more fluffier as well. But I shall explain, because of course tomorrow is my Google Plus Hangout opportunity, where we will be getting some very big guests involved, which hopefully you'll join us for. Once again, that's Sunday. It is going to be Sunday 7th, which is 10 AM Pacific Standard. We're talking 1 PM, 1 PM Pacific and 6 PM GMT. So at some point tomorrow afternoon I will be recording my Hangout. Right, this is a supplemental one to the Englishman in San Diego. That's how I should have started, I suppose, and explain what this is all about. My name's Leonard. This is my vlog documenting my run-up and heading towards and taking part in San Diego Comic-Con 2013. Okay, introduction done. This is a supplemental one, purely because there's lots of things happening this week, and some things I wanted to talk about. I'm not going to cover too much in the way of news, as it were, of Comic-Con this year, purely because at the end of the day, there are other blogs out there, and I want this to be watched at a later date. So, if you are currently in your data cube in 2023, having this beamed directly into your subconscious, hi! I'm sorry I'm so unshaven and unkept for you, but deal with it, that's the way it's going to be. I will be fully shaved and fully crimped. Good grief. I'll probably go grade 1 tomorrow. I'll be nicely attired for my hangout. I'm not going to cover too much in terms of news because, like I say, supplemental. I'm going to do a full vlog tomorrow because I want to cover the things that come out of the hangout and also out of the panels. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon, which means we are talking about an hour and a half away from having more news and more panels revealed about what's happening this year. So, the reason why I wanted to record this is to respond to some vlogs that have gone up from Jessie and from Rachel and from loads of people have been commenting and doing vlogs, and it's kind of thrown me because I've been name checked in pretty much all of them as the coolest Englishman or whatever. It's just hardly. Really, really hardly. However, they also talked about their favourite con moment. So I thought I'd do a little bit of a supplemental vlog on that. Okay, my favourite con moment is SeaWorld. Ah, you didn't expect that now, did you? Now, in true How I Met Your Mother style, this is going to be a long drawn out kind of affair. But to explain, 2010 was my first San Diego Comic-Con, and I had built it up in my head as this massive centerpiece to my honeymoon, which had happened a month previous. I had gone out to San Diego, and the first day, because we'd actually got there the Wednesday, we'd actually gotten there on the day of preview night. We'd done preview night, we'd gotten a little bit battered around, but still, we thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. However, it was a case of building myself up for the first full day. And the first panel of the day was something that I wanted to see, which was Tron Legacy, which had been a big part of Comic-Con over the previous years. It had been built up, and it was the first panel on Thursday. See, Twilighters, you're not the only ones to get the first big panel of the con. Tron Legacy, I think it was after actually Megamind. Megamind was the first real panel of that con in Hall H, but Tron Legacy was next. And like I say, it had been my honeymoon. Now, myself and Caroline had done preview night, and we'd thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. We'd wandered around, we'd gotten into the spirit of the thing. However, we hadn't been buffeted and hit hard by the massive amount of people, because at that time, as I believe is so, preview night was very much more a limited ticket affair, which means there wasn't so many people to kick us around. But then first day hit us. Now, I had actually gone down and done the Tron Legacy queue up at something like 3:30 in the morning. Caroline had decided she was going to take an easier kind of day and do the exhibition floor, have a wander around. It's okay, that's not my taxi arriving. They're not going to arrest a Morris dancer for extreme bell ringing. At least I hope not. So I'd gone down to Tron Legacy. Caroline had gone down for the exhibition floor. She wanted to wander around and see more of the floor. I spent the whole day in Hall H, came out after the Visionaries panel, which was Joss Whedon and J.J. Abrams. Brilliant day. Saw the lineup for the Expendables, and frankly a bunch of muscle-bound would-be actors didn't exactly appeal. So I came out then, and I was also extremely shattered at that point. So came out, and I caught up with Caroline upstairs around the back of the halls, the back of sales, and she was damn near in the fetal position. She hadn't enjoyed herself at all. She'd gotten beaten up, she'd gotten pushed and prodded and rudely kicked about, and for a Welshwoman to not then turn around and smack someone was quite an achievement, but she was not happy. So we'd gone back to our the place where we were staying that year, and we decided, well, Caroline, like I say, was just so disappointed at not being able to enjoy the con. And we decided, or as we were falling asleep, decided, tell you what, we'll take a step away, or we'll do something else, and we'll go and look around San Diego. And we ended up going to SeaWorld. Now, at the bus stop, ready to go to SeaWorld, I was sat there stewing, because we had travelled something like 3,500 miles to come to Comic-Con. It was Friday of Comic-Con, and we weren't doing it. And I was feeling angry and bitter. And I've actually had, I hate to admit, doubts about our relationship that early. I mean, you're supposed to have these frights just before you go into the service, but this was a month into us as newlyweds, because I felt if we had spent all this time planning this and we kind of knew what to expect, and then to just kind of walk away from it after all this time and effort, I felt that we, not exactly shirking our nerd vows, but whether we were actually committed to everything. So rather resentfully, and I wasn't entirely convinced, but we went to SeaWorld and had one of the best days. It was interesting, it was exciting, it was fun to see all the animals in the pools, the the killer whales, the sharks, the dolphins, all the bits and pieces that SeaWorld has. If you've not been, I'd recommend it. If you haven't, or if you have been, you'll know exactly what I'm on about. It's quite the big draw in San Diego. And we both had this absolutely amazing time. And it just reinforced to me what we were doing there, which was spending time together. Instead of me focusing on Comic-Con and this event, I ended up focusing on us. And you don't find a better city to go and do that. You don't find a better city to do that. San Diego is a gorgeous, beautiful city, which means I'd like to say that I would like San Diego to continue to host the San Diego Comic-Con for many years to come, purely because of the vibe that the town has. It's coastal, it's laid back, it's got some great restaurants, it's not as adult as Vegas, it's not as intense and crammed in as Los Angeles. Anaheim I've never been to, but it's already got its fair share of cons, so I don't see the point of that. That day away at SeaWorld just reminded me of two things. The importance to step away and enjoy yourself, even if that's not at Comic-Con, and enjoy the city. And also enjoy the people you're with, and respect them, and love them, especially if you're going as a couple. So yes, SeaWorld is my Comic-Con moment. And then of course on Saturday we went into Hall H and we did the Hall H thing with Paul, with Harrison Ford, Paul with Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, and Harrison Ford and Sigourney Weaver, and then the Avengers came out and everything was nerd happy again. Slightly backtracking there, I suppose. Okay, so that's my con moment. I hope you're going to join us for the Hangout tomorrow. I think it's going to be quite the event, and I really do think it's going to be fun to watch, hopefully. And yes, we're all nearly ready. We fly out in a bit days' time. We've got Sunday, big day obviously, packing and final details and preparation on Monday, and then on Tuesday we get on the plane and we head to San Diego. So this has hopefully been a little bit of a quick vlog explaining my little favourite Comic-Con moment and my favourite Comic-Con memory. 2010 SeaWorld. Everybody, we will see you in just under 2 weeks, well, almost exactly 2 weeks' time.